Uncensored.
And now, streaming live from the sunny Southern California coast, this is Options Uncensored.
Hey everybody, I'm Steve. Welcome to Options Uncensored. We're making real option trades in real time together. Let's get right into it. First things first, make sure you have your brokerage account open so you can follow along. Have your YouTube video quality set as high as possible. That way you can read the numbers a whole lot easier. Have a calculator ready so we can do some easy math. If you have a question or a stock you want to go over, leave it in the comments. And finally, remember, this is not financial advice. This is all for entertainment purposes only. All right. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy December, last month of the year. Let's go over our open positions. Our XBI position did get filled yesterday at 54, trying to get to 27. We're on the right track. Boeing has moved against us a lot. These are all XBI's January expiration. The rest are all December. At this point, I think we'll leave Boeing and Roku to play out the way they will. If it gets to expiration day, we'll go over that on expiration day. SPY, green today. Microsoft and Micron, they're both doing fine. No worries about those. All right. Let's see what new positions we can find today. Starting with Ulta. Post earnings. Big gap up. It's already selling off a little bit. Hi. So we're going to look at January expiration on the call side. If we sold the 510 and bought the 515, not terribly liquid. We got our calculators out. We sold the 510 and bought the 515. That's 410 minus 330. 410 minus 330 divided by 2 divided by 500. 8% there. So that's very interesting. Where's 510 on the chart? $510 is right here. Okay. Kind of like this one. We'll leave Ulta on the list. We'll come back later for the call side. Next up will be Pfizer, PFE. Down 6% today. I think they had some news about one of their drugs that was in trial that had some negative side effects. They're cutting it. Earnings for Pfizer are January 30th. So January expiration is not part of the options. On the put side for January, you'd have to sell the 26 and buy the 25. The 24 isn't as liquid. It's a 9-cent spread. So it's just not really worth it. Let's move on. Next, we'll look at Tesla, TSLA. Down 2.5% today. Earnings are January 24th. Same thing with Tesla. It's got this trend line down that it's already hit here on November 29th. It's moving back down. It's formed this channel, but this could be the end of the channel. I don't know. It could continue to move upwards. It can continue to move downwards. It's just kind of in no man's land. I'd rather wait to have a distinctive move up and then sell a call spread, or continue to move down then sell a put spread. So that's why there's really no clear direction at this point. $285 on the put side, on the call side. So you get paid more to sell the call side. There's a lot of call skew, so if you did want to sell something, sell the call side. Sell the 270 by the 275. What do you get? 462 minus 387 divided by 2 divided by 500. Yeah, 7.5% there. I'm going to pass for now. Next, Expedia. I know we've looked at this one over the past couple days, post-earnings move. So post-earnings, this big gap up and continued to move up, just like our position in Roku that moved against us. I saw a call side on Expedia. The 150 is a little close. The 150 is a little too far out. If you sold the 155 and bought the 160, what do you get? 110 minus 63 divided by 2 divided by 500, only 4.7%. So skip that one. If you wanted to sell the 150 and buy the 155, that's 196 minus 110 divided by 2 divided by 500. There you go, 8.6%. But this 150 is awfully close. Yeah, 150 is right here for January expiration. I don't know. It's hitting this resistance back here from August of 2021. Close, but no cigar. Next, Datadog. This one has also been a big post-earnings gap up and continue to move higher. On the call side for January, if you sold the same thing, 130 is awfully close. If you sold the 130 and bought the 135, that's 172 minus 100 divided by 2 divided by 500, 7.2% there. All interesting. Next up, Marvell. I think this is post-earnings. Down 6.5. Yeah, earnings were yesterday after the close. Here's your chart. So it's hitting the 200-day and bouncing off of it. We'll see what happens at the close today. On the put side, if you sold the 45 and bought the 40, 37 minus 10 divided by 2 divided by 500, 2.7% there. So the options market probably priced in a big move. Skip the call side. Next, Pinduoduo. They've been up big as well, but they're down 2% today. Post earnings gap up and continued move up. Let's look at the chart. We'll look at the call side for January. If you sold the 165 and bought the 170, it's 173 minus 112 divided by 2 divided by 500, 6% there. 165 on the chart. $165 is right here. It is a 6% return, but that seems very fair. It's, I don't feel like that's a great deal, but very fairly priced. Let's move on. Dell, post earnings, down 6%. Was down a whole lot more, but it's already rallied back. I don't think there's going to be a move to make here. Skip the put side. Skip the call side. To a liquid. We got a 15-cent spread here, 10-cent spread there. Skip. Baba, next. Down almost 3% today. I know we looked at this one earlier this week. Waiting for it to get a little lower. Earnings are in February, so we're good there. Somewhere around 65 is what we're looking for. Let me write that down for our notes. If you get down to 65, sell a put spread. Right now, the 65 is too close to sell, and the 60 is too far out to sell. And the call side, I don't want to sell the call side, so we'll skip on this one. Hurry up and wait. NTAP. Again, we looked at this one earlier this week. Gap up, still going strong. Yeah, 91 makes a lot of sense. Look at the call side still. Not worth it. Post earnings, all the volatility's been sucked out, so these prices aren't worth it. Okay, moving on. Let's look at the GLD. I think gold is down today. No, it's up today. All right. We're going to keep GLD on our watch list. You've got a top here, a top here, a top here, and now we're hitting a little bit of resistance, and it could move back down, but if it breaks through this one, it's going to break through all of them. It's just the way the futures market is, and all the stops there will just trigger movement up, up, and up. So we'll wait for a break up higher. If GLD can go past 195, then we'll be interested, okay? Let's see what the call side's looking like right now. If you sold, you'd have to sell the 199. So that makes sense. If you sold the 199 and bought the 205, what do you get? 138 minus 64 divided by 2 divided by 600. 6.1%. That's not bad for gold. The gold ETF usually doesn't pay that high. It's got higher volatility than normal. Okay. Same thing with gold. Let's hurry up and wait. Take a look at oil. XOP up. Again, for the last, I don't know, almost a month, it's just been in this channel. No clear movement, no clear direction. We'll wait for a movement down and then sell a put spread, or wait for a movement up here and then sell a call spread. Same thing, stay on the watch list. Affirm, I think a move in Affirm, never mind, the move in Affirm is still going. Crazy. So gap up and sell off after earnings, and this big move up afterwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days in a row. Let's look at the call side here. If you sold the 45 and bought the 50, it's 129 minus 72 divided by 2 divided by 500, only 5.7%. So even though you've got a lot of movement up, we've got better opportunities today like Ulta. On the put side, if you sold the 25 and bought the 20, you're not going to get paid. Skip it altogether. Let's move on. That's that list. Let's go to our IV rank scanner and we'll sort by volume. Okay. Pfizer's down. We already looked at Pfizer. We still have the fireside chat on the 6th. The San Antonio Breast Cancer Symposium. We'll stay away. Charge one. GameStop has earnings on the 6th, so we'll look at that one next week. The TLT. I don't know, man. TLT, let's take a look at the chart. I'll wait for it to hit the 200-day and then sell a call spread on TLT. Not yet. Silver. Rather do gold. Already looked at gold. Here's the GLD 42% IV rank. Let's move on. Clean Spark, their post earnings today. Lilly. Nah. What is this one? Elastic, up 37%. There's an event, Barclays Global Technology Conference. The company management will present. That's very generic. ESTC. I don't know this one. Makes sense. It hit resistance here at 111. Let's take a look. Definitely expensive, but not a lot of liquidity. We got a 30-cent spread here at the 125. And we got a 45-cent spread here on the 130. So this one's too illiquid to trade. Okay, back to the list. Plug. No. XBI. We already have our XBI position open. That's the biotech ETF. We opened it yesterday. We sold the 85 and bought the 90. If anything, I'd sell the put side now. If you sold the 67 and bought the 62, that's 68 minus 25 divided by 2 divided by 500. No, don't do that. Only 4.3%. Probably still get paid on the call side. You'd want to sell the 83 and buy the 88. That's 86 minus 32 divided by 2 divided by 500. Yeah, you get paid more to sell the call side still. Okay? Let's go back. AI has earnings on the 6th. The GDX, stick to GLD. CanView, no thank you. Broadcom has earnings next week. Chewy has earnings next week. UNG, too low. Lulu has earnings next week. We'll follow up. Beyond Meat, no thank you. Moderna, ESG investor event. Short. mRNA. February. Earnings are in February. Yikes, what a mess. Post earnings, that's good. To zoom all the way out here. $55, $56. If you sold the put side, no. Skip the put side on the call side. The 90's awfully close. Sell the 95, buy the 100. That's 129 minus 79 divided by 2 divided by 500. 5% on the nose. Nah, we can do better. Nope. GitLab. GTLB. Earnings are on the 4th. We'll follow up next week. Adobe has earnings. Nike has earnings. Bitcoin ETF. No. The KRE. USO. Costco has earnings coming up too. That'll be fun. All right, let's go to one more list here. A volatility scanner on E-Trade. We'll look at the 90-day. MDB CGen, that was new on the list. SGEN. Earnings are February 14th, Valentine's Day, so we got plenty of time. On the put side, someone sold a 205 and bought the 190 today. That's interesting. 205, that's a $1,500 spread. Let's see what they're getting. 475 minus 160 divided by 2 divided by 1,500. That's a 10% return. Odds are, see the 1,000 here, 1,000 here, someone sold that put spread for a 10% potential return. This 2.5 is awfully close. It's way too close for me. But interesting. Coinbase. Illumina. Let's look at Coinbase really quick. Coinbase is up 4% today. Earnings are in February. Just had this monster move up. Had this monster move up, then a big pullback. Monster move up. Resistance should come not till 150. That's the problem. Call sides. She sold this 165 and bought the 170. It's 425 minus 360 divided by 2 divided by 500, 6.5% there. We're going to put Coinbase back on the list to keep following up on. If it can get to what did I say, 150? If it can get to 150, we'll sell a call spread, okay? All right, let's go back to Alta. As long as we move past 500. On the call side, if we sell the 510 and buy the 515, let's do the math really quick. 355, 360 minus 287. Divided by 2, divided by 500. Yeah, 7.3%. 510, 515. 510's right here. Okay. Go to verticals. Look at the 510, 515. It's right here. Actually, we've got a 50-cent spread. That's going to be tough to fill. Tough to roll if we need to roll. Man. Is there anything farther out? No. Tell you what, just because if it's so illiquid, we're going to hold on this one, okay? All right, I think, you know what? It's Friday. We can end things a little early. Let's call it for the week. Microsoft's coming back. Micron's coming back. XBI's looking good. SPY. Let's look at the SPY really quick. We are in December expiration. That's right. So our 456 is by 19 cents in the money. So we're just going to hold on tight for this one. Okay. Roku and Boeing. We'll need to make a decision by next week whether we're going to roll or not. Okay. Cool. That'll do it for today. Happy Friday. Enjoy the weekend. Enjoy the month of December. The year is coming to an end. Tune in every morning, 7:15 a.m. on the West Coast, 10:15 a.m. on the East Coast. We go live every morning to trade options together. Tell your friends who are also trading options to subscribe and tune in every morning. Thanks so much, everyone. Enjoy the weekend. See everybody Monday morning.